Welcome to the next session of SAP HCM. We'll continue the accounts receivable configuration part which we were left in the last session. The next configuration step is to create GL reconciliation account. As already discussed, reconciliation account is the general ledger account which is assigned to any subledger, as accounts receivable is a subledger of in FI module. We need to assign a GL to the subledger so that the entries or the values could flow from the subsidiary to the ledger accounts. So as we are doing accounts receivable, and in that we'll be creating customer GL reconciliation account, which will later on be assigned to customer masters. So to create the GL reconciliation account, we'll move to the SAP system. It's very similar to the reconciliation account we created in accounts payable for vendor. So we'll go to the transaction code to create GL master FS00, enter. Now in this case, to create a GL reconciliation account for customer, we first have to decide whether that particular GL is an asset or liability or expense or income for the organization. Customer basically is a current asset to any organization. That means it is a part of asset. So we'll be creating a GL reconciliation account in the assets which will be assigned to the customer master. So to create the GL reconciliation account for customer, we first need to see how many GL accounts we have created so as to know what will be the next GL number which we will be creating now. So to do that, we can go for the search option, click to continue. Now you can see these are the number of GL accounts which are already created, and the series which is starting with 1 is related to assets accounts, in which 100000 is already created, 01 is there, 02 is there, that means 03 is not there. So we'll be creating now the next is 100003. You have to put the number over here first, that which one you want to create. So I will be creating 3. This will be for customer reconciliation account. Now if you remember, we created 2 customer account groups. One was service customer account group and another was finance customer group. Now if I want both the groups report separately for future reference, for example, how much billing is done, how much invoices have been booked in the service customer groups or to the finance customer groups, or how many collections have been done for the month in finance customer group or to service customer groups, we need to put 2 different ledger accounts, 2 different GL accounts to these 2 separate account groups, so as to have proper reporting of the things, of the transactions data, as well as to have a proper report which is easy to understand, and it will not make you to do much of Excel work in it. So we'll be creating 2 different GL reconciliation account for 2 different customer account groups. One is service reconciliation customer account and another is finance customer account. So the first I will be creating is 100003. Now go to create. As we already discussed that this GL relates to customer, so I need to select the account group asset, as customer relates to asset. This account group does not relate to the customer account group but to the GL account group, which we have done in the very second session, general ledger accounting. So moving up to the next, asset relates to balance sheet account. So we'll select the balance sheet. Need to fill the short description. If I am going for creating service customer account, so I will write it at service customers. And if I am going to have for service customers account, same short text and long text. So this is your description page. Moving to the control data. In this, the currency will by default always be USD, as we have did the global setting for that. The text category, you have to take star in this so that all the texts will be allowed. And you also have to select this posting without text allowed. Suppose in case any transactions take place which doesn't have any taxes in that, so the system will not restrict you to do the transaction if you select this post without text allowed. The next I will be selecting is line item display. Now these are the things which we have be doing for creating any GL account as of now. Now this is a reconciliation account, so we have to go to this tab, reconciliation account, for account type. So the type is customer, because we're creating this reconciliation account for customers, so we'll be selecting customers in this. And whenever we select customer, it includes the open item management itself by default in it. So we don't need to select this open item management because it is already included in the reconciliation account. Moving to the next tab, create bank interest. Now whenever we create a field status group, create a GL reconciliation account, there is a separate field status group for that. If you remember, when we created vendor reconciliation account in accounts payable, there is a separate field status group that is with the name of reconciliation accounts, that is G067. Double click on it, it will be selected on the screen, and this is what the selection you have to do while creating a GL account. So if you want to go back and check, you can go back to control data and check the things again. You can go to the type and description and you can check these things again. So I am creating this GL for service customer group, customer account group. Save it and your continue, and your GL reconciliation account has been created. One more thing is there. When you see this, couple of things you must know about FS00, that once you create this GL account, if you want to know about future in future over here, that who have created this GL. For example, creating a GL can be done by number of users on the client side, but at times you want to know who created this GL, when was this created, is there any change been done in that. So for that you need to go to this information, CA or COCD. Now the first information, C/A, means chart of account, and information COCD means company code. So any information change done at company code level for the GL account, that can be looked with the last option, that is information company code. You can click on it and now you will find a screen you can see, and in this you can have a look that this GL is created on 8/11/2014. The user for this is user 10. The chart account for that is 1000. currency is there, so you can have all the details. So in future, if you want to know who created this, was he authorized to create those jails or not, that can be checked. And is there any changes been done in the jail account? For that, you can go to this change documents, click on it. So you can see this is GL master. So 8/11/2014 changed by user 10. That's it. So this is how you can look after. One should know how you can check when the ledger account was created and who created it, what was the time and all. So this is how you create a reconciliation account. I created the service customer account group. Same way I will be creating for finance customer account group. So I will be taking a 4 after 3, and I know that the last GL account 100003 which I created, fourth one is very similar to that. So I can go for the template also, and I can copy 10003 descriptions and everything, and just can change the description for my next one. So can go to click with template. Over here you have to put the detail which GL account you want to copy with and the company code. So once I did it, okay, you can see the details have been copied on the screen. I have not selected, but for 100004 the details by default changed. Now in this case I can change the description of the ledger account, and now I can make it as finance customer account. Rest of the things have been copied from the template, so even you can do the same and now save it. So your both the reconciliation account has been created. So this is what relates to the creation of GL reconciliation accounts. Moving to the next, GL master record to be created in AI. Now we are done with the configuration. To run the different transactions related to customer, we need these different ledger accounts which has to be created in the system. First is sundry debtor reconciliation account, which we just created. Sundry debtor means the customer ledgers, that is the service reconciliation account we just created, and the finance customer account we just created, that is what is sundry debtors. On the income side, I need a sales ledger account so that I can make an invoice for sales, and on the other side I need cash discount allowed, and I need the bank GA on the asset side also. So we'll check back whether these things are there with me defined or not. So you can go to this and we will check whether these ledgers have already been created in the system or not. If not, we'll be creating the remaining ones. So while doing the transaction, I need bank, I need sales, I need service customer or finance customer GL account, that is sundry debtors. We have already created cash discount allowed, so every GL account is already created. We don't need any other GL account to be created now. Moving to the next. Now create customer master records. So customer accounts, as already discussed, is a subsidiary ledger of sundry debtors, and sundry debtors is a reconciliation account which comes under the head current assets, which is a part of assets. So sundry debtors means the service customer account or the finance customer account we just created. Now we'll move on to create the